Kevin Garnett, Ben, made a miss there with a hand in his face. Rip with a stop and go and a collision in the lane. And the call's going to go Rip's way. It's Trenton Hassel's second. Hey, for all your Piston radio broadcasts, go to Sports Radio 1130 WDFN. Well, there you see it. Rasheed Wallace is off the bench and about to check in the Motor City. And the fans are letting them know how they feel.
When's the last time Rasheed Wallace had a standing ovation from 20,000 people? He's got to love this, yeah.
Rasheed's on the floor. Joe Dumars has to love this. He and John Hammond and all the basketball people worked so hard to make this happen. What a deal. Rip splits the pair. And the Timberwolves have 6 out of him and a 2-point lead, 16-14. 3:18 to play in the first. Tayshaun working the wing against Sprewell. Rasheed Wallace with a screen. Gets it back. He's open. He fires. He fills it up. Rasheed's first hoop in the Motor City.
A whole lot of pressure just fell off his shoulder. Getting that shot to go down, he can relax now. It's a normal game for him.
16 all. Pistons in Minnesota. Rasheed helping Chauncey with the trap on Cassell. To go to Garnett with it. Now Sprewell. Now Serbiak. And he sticks the three. That's what can happen to you when you double against the Timberwolves.
They've got so many weapons. I mean, who are you going to leave out there? Maybe Matson, but certainly no one else.
19-16. Timberwolves just over 2.5 to play in the first. Pick and roll. Rip and Rasheed. Rasheed matched up against Garnett. Great matchup again. He'll fire it. Fill it up again.
Go ahead, boy. Go ahead.
A miss and then 2 quick makes for Rasheed Wallace. Pistons are within 1. Cassell's dish inside too high and hot for Manson. Out of bounds. We'll get a timeout. 2:10 to play here in the first at the Palace. Rasheed Wallace in a Piston uniform and doing some damage to the Timberwolves. This is the Pistons Television Network.
In the second half, much to the dismay and chagrin of a sellout crowd of over 22,000 who knows nothing about this. They can't figure out why he's not in there.
Detroit's going to have to try and get the tempo up here. Down 12 points with 5 minutes to go. You got to try to force some steals, get Minnesota to hurry up, and Minnesota does a real nice job of not hurrying up. And whoa, didn't expect that.
I didn't either. Wally Zerbiak was wide left, and maybe a little short.
Well, Billups and Hamilton have to get going here.
That's where they rely on their offense. Williamson against Garnett. It's the lefty shot to go.
But Detroit's personality is not to come from behind. I mean, they're a team being down double-digit numbers. It's going to be difficult for them to come from behind.
And they're down those double-digit numbers with 4:43. Sean Prince. Billups fires. It's a three out of the corner.
Well, he's the guy throughout the last couple years when they've needed him, and they've needed guys to make big shots and bring them from behind. Chauncey Billups has been the guy.
Yeah, he's got 17 points, 9 rebounds, and 10 assists. The Pistons are still alive. Garnett short. Billups is fouled by Sprewell.
Rasheed's jumping up and down, trying to get everybody involved. Has he been medically cleared to do that?
Yes, he's been medically cleared to play. It's another problem. It has nothing to do with anyone's physical. Chauncey Billups, whose one and only triple-double, was a member of the Minnesota Timberwolves. And he's gotten one here tonight against Minnesota.
That's not true.
Oh,
he had a triple-double in college.
at Colorado in 1995 against George Mason.
Excuse me.
You didn't do your homework.
Those statistics were not cleared to be used in the NBA. I know one thing. He's come up with a big play here, and the Pistons are back in it with 3:48 left. Garnett. Tayshaun Prince the rebound. Williamson. And Prince clears the rebound. 3:20 remaining.
Well, Williamson wants Mats on the block right here.
Wheels on him. And Wallace tips it in. $22,076 on their feet at the Palace. The Pistons down 12 have cut it to 4 with 2:52 left. Cassell finds Manson right in front of the rim.
Sam Cassell and Kevin Garnett two-man game is very, very good in this situation.
And stopped an 8-point run.
Off to a super start in the second half of the season. He's averaging 22 points for the year, but he has been sensational. 76ers Lakers next.
Back here in Detroit, Kevin Garnett and the Minnesota Timberwolves with a 6-point lead, but the Pistons have rallied back from a 12-point deficit here in the fourth. Big Ben Wallace of 15 and 10 and 4 blocks tonight. There's his last 2 points.
Well, that's what he's all about, is hard work. And you see right there, and just the extension to get your hand on it and kind of guide it up towards the rim. And got it, and Rasheed saying, I wish I was out there with you, brother.
He will be.
So with 2:38 left and 19 to shoot, the Pistons have it in play. Wallace takes up slack, shoots at the foul line. Corliss Williamson the rebound. Prince to Williamson, blocked by Manson.
That hit the backboard, didn't it?
That had to be goaltending there.
Thought so.
That looked like it hit the backboard, changed direction, then Manson caught it.
Sam Cassell. Around the screen by Garnett. It's Hassel overshooting the mark. And the Pistons come down, still trailing by 6. Phillips.
The last time, kind of a selfish play. Latrell was wide open in the corner.
Sprewell makes good on both. Detroit is taking time with Minnesota's lead now at 6.
Remaining about 42 seconds to play, and at halftime tonight, Larry Brown came out of the locker room and told me, I have a dilemma. I've just been told by the league that I can no longer play Rasheed Wallace and Mike James, the 2 players I've acquired in this trade. He was calling it a dilemma for a number of reasons, but the most important thing to note is that the league said Detroit never should have played those players. That the trade was never complete, the paperwork was never done from all 3 sides. We don't know specifically which paperwork wasn't turned in, but remember, this was a 3-team trade with a lot of players involved, and not all the paperwork was completed. Other than that, the league says it will have to probably review this whole situation, find out where the breakdown was. If there is a protest or any other kind of penalty, that remains to be seen, but at this time, the league just said Detroit never should have had those players on the floor, guys.
All right, Michelle, thanks a lot. That's a tough one to cover, and you've been on top of it the whole second half. Serbiak in. Hassel is out. Hamilton made good on the first of 2. He's now 9 for 11 from the line. And there you see Tremaine Falks coming in for Detroit, replacing Corliss Williamson.
Minnesota is such a good free throw shooting team here that you're gonna probably have to make a defensive play, a steal, a trap of some sort to win, to get back in this game. Fouling him is not going to win this game.
I don't think you foul in this possession. I think you try to go for a steal and try to play good defense right here, but I don't think you foul in this possession.
Sprewell has to take a timeout to save the cut it to 2.
Now you have to foul.
And they throw it deep.
Oh, get him.
To
You gotta foul him.
And Matson's the guy you want to get. It's Sprewell turning on the dribble, and he's fouled by Prince. Ben Wallace couldn't get to Madsen and commit the foul.
That couldn't have worked out any more perfectly for Detroit, except for the fact he couldn't get him. He couldn't catch him.
He didn't want to put another 50% shooter on the line. That was
I bet he did.
Well, why would Sam throw it down there? Sam took the ball out of bounds. They looked like they were playing hide and seek with the ball. And
I think it was one of those ones where you see a guy open, you throw it, and then while you're in your motion, you see who you're throwing it to.
Sprewell, 83% of the season, 2 for 2 tonight. Big hit for Sprewell.
here's after the play, they throw a long pass to Madsen. It's close. I mean, Wallace almost got it. Sprewell made a great play to come back to the ball quickly, and Mark was very good at evading the foul.
Sprewell again.
Missed it.